Hello, weary travelers of the internet, 'tis I, Mac the Steampunk Queen. Wow, it has been a long time since I've made a video, and I want to formally apologize for that. I've been working full-time since last spring, and quite a bit has changed. All for the good, I would say. Hopefully with the TikTok ban, I'll be able to focus more on making content for YouTube and Instagram. Anyway, that is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to introduce the new animated series that I have been working off and on for about 2 to almost 3 years now. But be forewarned, the scripts are not finished and I haven't even begun the casting portion, though I have made many attempts over the years to try voices for the characters in vain. Huge disclaimer, okay? This series was originally not my idea. It was my ex-boyfriend's. However, after he broke up with me, he said he wanted no part of this series because it, quote, made him uncomfortable, unquote. Understandable, and he was a monstrous jerk in the end anyhow. So, I adopted the series, and I have been rewriting and researching for over a year on it. I'll pitch the main story to you in a minute, but the original copy of the script that my ex wrote was, not great. I know that might come across as a very biased opinion on my part, but it was originally full of plot holes, confusing characters, a not so great solid story, and randomness that just came out of absolutely nowhere. For example, one of the characters was the nephew, and the uncle was the same age as the nephew. Like, it's very confusing. So, I rewrote it. And I could go on and on about what I changed and what I made better about the scripts, but I can't just release the story without it even being animated. Now, can I? That would just be spoiling y'all. All you need to know is that the script, the plot, and the characters are far much better than what the original story was. Now, here's the story. You ready? I want you to picture this. Imagine a world that everyone dressed from the 1950s back to the 1900s. Technology, still the same. But for everyone, they all act and they dress such as early from the 1900s. For example, men would be a lot more hesitant to find women working full-time. It's a very conservative world. Not a lot of women are empowered. And the countries that were considered the most powerful in the 1900s are in this one as well. It's important to note that mental health is not taken as seriously in this world as well. Why is that relevant? The main characters in this series are from mobs, mafias, and cartels. They're elitists living the double life. But what they show in the public is different behind closed doors. All characters are suffering from mental ailments of some kind. In this series, I not only hope to provide an action-packed story, but to explore how mental health affects people differently. For example, how would schizophrenia affect this person, whereas this person copes with it differently? There's a lot of action, mystery, and even some romance. So, if that tickles your fancy, then stay tuned. This series just might be for you. Now, can I be real for a second? To say this project is a passion of mine is an absolute understatement. The amount of thought, effort, world building, character design, character redesign, scrapping, cutting, writing, researching, words just cannot describe how much thought and effort I put into this. I really hope that this series does well, and that will not be a small task, that much for sure. I plan to upload more often in 2025, which in turn will help the channel grow. Now, enough jabbering. I want to thank you all, Weird Traveler, for staying. If this video was your interest to you, just want to click some buttons, feel free to leave a like. If this series piqued your interest, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe on the internet.